Hey yo! Welcome back to another episode of the Arts Block Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Curry III, and today got my dog on the podcast, got family on the podcast. Man, I keep saying for the past couple episodes I've been saying we got family podcast, but this is blood though.
Yeah,
this is family. This blood. Yeah, we got a entertainer. What else? A comedian.
And we do it all.
What else?
We do community work, man. Teacher, activist. I'm for the people, man. That's all.
For the people?
For the people.
We got Mr. Azel Prather Jr. on the podcast. Give it up. A big applause. Big applause.
That's all right there.
How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You
good day. We fresh
good
off
day.
the Southside Market, man.
Yes, sir. That was
Twink killed it, you know.
Woo! Shout out to my mama.
She killed it. So
Yeah.
we here for a good time.
That was a good one.
For sure.
That was
we
a
had a good time. I'm glad y'all came and was able to
I'm
experience that.
I'm glad I came too.
For sure.
Yeah. But before we even get to that, right? Before we even get to all that, before we even get to your business ventures, before we even get to your acting, your activism, your teaching,
Come on, man.
way back in the day, you had hoop dreams.
Yeah.
Like every other black boy in America.
Yeah.
You had hoop dreams.
We all did.
Yeah, you wanted to tell us about that.
Nah, I mean, we all did. We all grew up wanting to hoop. I played as a youngin', played in high school, I played junior college, I played college. And then the ball stopped bouncing. You know, it stopped. It definitely stopped one day. I think we all gotta realize we gotta have a backup plan. You know what I mean? We gotta have something else to do.
For sure.
Luckily for me, I was able to find something else that I love to do, and you know what I mean, was able to transition. But yeah, we are, man. I definitely had them hoop dreams, but they stopped. Once you realize it is, people get paid millions of dollars to play the same game that you just playing in your backyard. It's a little different. Once you realize it's a little different, they pay for my school, and that's what I was good with that. I don't have no college debt because of basketball, so
That's good.
Go with that.
But when you was like young Zell, right? Like going to like youngin' when you was in high school, did you think that you would be like hosting stuff? Did that ever cross your mind?
Nah, I was one track mind. I just knew basketball, and I wasn't even playing like that. But all I knew was basketball. I did little stuff at school. I would like host talent shows, class nights, but I didn't know I could make it into like a real thing. You know? So yeah,
like a career, like a
future.
future.
Get some money. Yeah, they pay bucks. So that part. I done seen some bread hoses. Yeah, for real. I had no idea. I mean, I didn't know though. I just thought I wanted to play basketball until I started doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, oh, all right.
But what made you branch out?
Just more so one of those. It just happened like that. Luckily, I got good people around me that kind of put me in position. Like, yo, you want to host this? Like, I think you'll be good at this, or you should try this and do that. Yeah. So luckily, like, I had good friends around me and was like, encouraged me to do that. One of my best friends, he paid me my first hosting gig. I mean, like, yo, host this, I pay you, I just need you to do this. Did it, liked it, and it went from there. So it was the people around me. The people around me really held it down for me.
Your network is your net worth.
Nah, that's 100.
Yeah.
Message.
Yes,
that's 100. That's real. My first man, and to this day, I still my man. It's Jimmy James. He just had a movie.
Shout out Jimmy.
He had a joint come out on Showtime.
Yeah.
He got a movie out on. He got a documentary Showtime. A movie on TV1. Had a play that toured the country. But before all of that, he paid me to host one of his play premieres. Like, bro, I think you could do this. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it go like that.
Yeah, and I remember this. Like moment in time very vividly, right? And that's when you moved to Atlanta. Yeah. Oh, well, when you were in Atlanta, right? The reason I remember that so well is because I was following you on Instagram, and I seen you starting doing the teaching thing, and I was like, when did he want to become? When did he ever want to become a teacher? Yeah. But it looked like you was having fun with the kids, and I just want to know where that came from, your love for kids and stuff.
I moved to Atlanta to do comedy, so to chase my hosting dream and to do that, and I acted in some things, and I was able to do some stand up, and I had to get a job. I was working at a rent-a-car place. I hate it. I don't even want to say their name because they blew me so bad. But I was doing good. I was making money, but I just wasn't fulfilled though. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I got fired. I got into with the manager one. I just don't. You just gotta be able to talk to people like humans. I don't care where you at. You can't talk to me like that. But I don't call it fired. I left. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I left Enterprise. Okay. I went to my homie's house, my homegirl house. We was over there, and she was a teacher. She was like, "Hey, you should So they're looking for teachers. I'm like, man, you know I rock with the kids. I worked in daycares before. I'm like, but I don't have no, like I don't teach. They're like, no, you should try. And it was kindergarten. So I went in there, did a sample lesson, and my sample lesson, it just felt. But you know, my sister Nitra teacher. Yeah. I interned in daycare. I interned at elementary schools, and I worked in daycare. So it was an easy. It was just an easy transition for me, and it felt good. You know what I mean? I felt my work now like means way more than anything else I was doing.
How do you think? And even though they're like in kindergarten, right? How do you think what you did and what you are doing now with these kids are going to impact them for the rest of their life?
I mean, with the things that I like to teach them things, like drop little nuggets in them, you know what I mean, in terms of how they feel about themselves, how they supposed to love themselves, especially their skin, their black skin, how they talk to people, how you greet people, and you look people in the eye. And so, and even like showing them that I can be a teacher and I can also do a marketing and I can also be a comedian. So even like having them see somebody that they know, that they see, that they can touch, but has been here and has been there and does this. So I think just them seeing that, one thing that I didn't get at, not that I didn't know I needed was exposure. Just the different things and people doing. If I knew I could be a doctor, if I seen people that were doctors back then, I probably would have been a doctor. You know what I mean? I would have did so many different things. They say you can, but you got to be able to see it. So I think for me, I think by them seeing me now and seeing the things that I do now, I think like, that's something it's like a plant. I mean, it's like a seed that's been planted, and they're able to now relate to that and know that they can too.
And I'm really happy that you like went to KIPP schools though, because just I know like the area KIPP schools are in, and I know the students, right? Because I went there.
Man, we in the trenches.
Yeah, nah, for real,
real trenches
in the gutter, for real. And just knowing the students that go there and knowing the mindset is either rap, go to the league, and sell drugs. That's all. But knowing you and you was there, and now you're not there no more. Right. And you in a better place than you probably would have been playing ball or whatever.
And that's for sure. But I thought that's what I thought we were supposed to. Hoop was my thing. I'm like, I picked hooping, and I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I didn't know I could get fulfillment. You know what I mean, from doing something else. I didn't realize you can have another real passion. You know what I mean, I didn't realize like. It's way more to it. Like the fulfillment I get from what I do now is far greater than any feeling I ever got from basketball. Basketball taught me a lot. Taught me discipline. It taught me how to work hard. It afforded me to be able to travel and go see different people and meet a lot of people and go to different places. But the impact ain't nothing like what I do now. The impact is far more greater than anything a ball could be. Yeah, for sure.
When did you realize that you were funny? When did that
I've been class clown. That's been my thing. I've been getting suspended for, since a youngin' for. So it's always been a thing. It's just a matter of realizing, okay, you could turn this into a craft. You know what I mean? It's a real craft, like comedy, and it's just like a real. It ain't just
it ain't play.
Nah, it ain't. I didn't got.
I bet. So now, ladies and gentlemen, since this is the first episode of Act 3, I'm introducing a new segment. It's called Storytime, where the artists I have on the podcast will introduce a story of theirs. And I feel like this will be a perfect time to for a little comedy story. What is your biggest bomb?
I definitely. Where were we? We was in Atlanta. It was when I first started. We was in Atlanta. It was people there. It was like people there. It was an Uptown Comedy, Uptown. I think it's called Uptown Comedy Theater, whatever it was. Who was? I think DC Young Fly was there. A couple other people, like and some like established comedians were there. And so usually they let people go on open mic first. They let like 3-4 comedians go before the regular show. Acts, so my man, we go up there, we late. And my man Jimmy like. Hey, put my man on. He the funniest dude from DC. Yada yada. They like, nah, we ain't got no more. They like, put my boy on. Yada yada. So they like, bet we put him on. Man, I get up there, fool, and it's weird because when you was doing comedy, like it's people are waiting for you to like they're waiting to laugh. So it's not like we can be having a casual conversation. We can just laugh here and there. Comedy is like they're waiting. So I get up there and I'm talking and ain't nothing going. You know what I mean? They just looking at me and I go to another joke and ain't nothing going. And then out the blue, the DJ just play what song? The jump that go, how do I? That jump. And it was, and they booed. The dude came and grabbed the mic out my hand. I put on my hood. I walked on the stage for. They booed me. I walked on the stage. I ain't stay for nobody else. I left.
Oh, you left?
Yeah. People was like, it's all right. Like people was giving me like little bro treatment. Like it's all right. It's all right. The hell with y'all. I'm out of here. I ain't do comedy for like a couple months after that.
Oh, they try to sun you.
Man, they man. But I stunk that joint up. So it probably like 2 months, 3 months went by before I did anything else.
Anything comedy related?
Yeah, I ain't do nothing else. That joint, it turned me off. You know what I mean? It gave me a real bad taste. But I also knew I ain't practiced like I was supposed to. You know what I mean? I ain't had my set ready like I was. I didn't do a lot that I was. I mean, that I was supposed to do. So.
And plus, you got set up. You ain't even volunteer for it.
Man, listen, I didn't. My man gassed. However, though, man, it was a full house with an opportunity. Like I was already doing like comedy sets, but I'm doing it in like little bars. So it's like it may be 12 people here. Yeah. Maybe I just want to get them off. Yeah. This one, I had the crowd. I had everything I wanted, but I wasn't confident. It was a lot that I didn't do, but that taught me so much though. And 2 years later, I ended up hosting a comedy show with DC Young Fly. Yeah. Like at Howard Amphitheater. You know what I mean? A lot of people. Who else? DC Young Fly. What's the rest? What's her name? Damn, Jazz. I forget. It was a couple. They popping though, but it just the way that came like full circle for me. What Goofies was there. The way they came, the way that whole situation came like full circle was like, all right. I mean, I just bombed on the same stage, and now I'm introducing this man to come out. So yeah.
And that worked really well. But tell me about the comeback though. You said that for a couple months you wasn't even hitting the stage, nothing. Was you even writing jokes?
Nothing. I ain't want nothing to do with it. And then my man literally just came in my room one day. With my roommate in Atlanta, like, bro, all right, like you moved to Atlanta, like we gotta do something. We need to do this. So it was like, all right, and you just get by. You literally just go back to the same thing, but now you're just a little more. You're a little more zoned in. You're a little more like intentional with what you're doing. So my sets got better. Then I'm watching comedians and I'm like analyzing their sets, and I'm back to comedies in the night. And it's so I look at comedy a whole lot different now. But I had to get up that joint and wonder like, damn. So I could be funny all day long, but when you're on that stage, like people pay their money for you to. I want to cry, laugh, and I'm not trying to chuckle. I'm trying to keep for sure. For real. I'm trying to slap my knee for real, like for real.
Nah, I often tell my friends who like want to be comedians that being a comedian is probably one of the hardest jobs in the world.
First, it take a while to get paid. Yeah. First off, and people, you literally gotta listen, and that's a long 5 minutes. Most like entry sets are 5-minute sets. So when you see people do an hour set like Work for Comedy, like know that. It's some time that they had to put in to be able to do that. So.
And like people like Kevin Hart that do multiple specials.
It's different. You only understand how many times he even had to do that set. Like usually they even take them sets and they may tour the country with those. They're like little bars and open mic, like figure out which ones work, which ones don't, to be able to do a whole hour set that you gotta sell for millions of dollars, man.
Alright, we back. Hope you know what we was talking about, because I don't.
Yeah, we was finishing the story time.
Oh, right, finishing the story time. Yep. You'll come back. Yeah. Come back. Yep.
Yeah. And whatever it is, I just had to literally go back and just be a little more intentional with whatever I was doing. Like really pay attention to it, and just it just made me go a little harder too. You know? I'm like, it didn't matter if I bombed now, because I already bombed in front of a lot of people. Yeah, so I ain't tripping on front of these 8 people. I ain't tripping on front of these 10 people, these 50 people right here. I just did it. I just bombed. So and I feel like everybody, as a comedian, you got to get that one out the way. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
and also like seeing just how you work like Southside Market now, right? And just seeing like how you go through that, how you finesse it, how you just talk to the people, how you comfortable going to the DJ, like just seeing how you do that, how you work it, like you real like
it's confident. I just know when I go that man. I used to carry around my mic, my book bag, and wish you didn't have a host, because I'm pulling up. That's how I started hosting clubs. Just carrying my mic like, who hosting here today? Yeah. Nobody. I got you. Let me host here. Then I'll be getting paid during the next weeks. But just one of them things. Like I feel super confident with that.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to entertainment and crowds.
And you also was doing or you still doing Azel show.
Yeah.
But you was doing it live for a little while when they was calling it the Azel tour.
Yeah.
You was selling merch and all that.
We was having it up, man. That was we took an Instagram live show and just like literally from IG Live and it turned into a real show. Yeah. And man, we sold out tickets in an hour. It's just real, but it's a support from the people, and it just shows like I was doing that show on Instagram for 3 years before I put it into a real show. So I had 4 people watching my show for a long time before I had 400. Yeah. So it's consistent. I just stayed with the program and just I literally watched that jump grow from me just going live every Thursday to selling out 250 tickets in an hour.
But how, like, what made you start the Azel show? What, like, gave you that idea? Was that when you was in your slump?
It was keep it a bean. That's she my girlfriend now, but she was just my homie back then. But she like, man, let's turn this. She was big on Asia. She's big on like just production and just experiences. And she like, man, this is a good show. Like, let's make this into a thing. Yeah. So I wasn't even thinking like that. I mean, I was having fun doing it. She like, you can have fun, but let's make this a thing. Like, too many people people are coming to it and they're attracted to it, and if you don't do it, they miss it. So let's get them people something.
Something that they want. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So that's literally how that happened. Anything I do is just like we try it and it works, and we do it again and we do it better, and we do it again and we do it better.
Yeah. And that's just growth though. Yeah. That goes with anything.
Man, that's the formula. I think that's the formula. Man, just do it. It's nothing that you. And if it don't work, it don't work. The show was a podcast before it was a show. Yeah. And then it was a show. Then but I had to try to do it as a podcast and realize I didn't want to do it like that. Yeah. To do it as an IG Live and realize, okay, I don't want to do it like that. To do it as a live show to like, oh, that's how I want to do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I had to try, fail. There's like, this the one, check mark, and that shit take off.
Yeah. But then you was going good, and 2020 hit. Yeah. COVID. Yeah. Messed up everybody, everything. Yeah. Definitely messed up your everything.
Yeah, I just got back from the Ellen show. So
okay, so I understand your students and your family are excited that you're here.
Yes, we love Ellen. I mean, my parents are here. They love Ellen. My grandma's probably hey, Grandma. She's probably watching. I mean, they watch Ellen too. They know who's on there. So
hi, Grandma.
It's Ellen. Yes.
That's so cool. All right, so.
Ooh, boy, got drove in here in the Ellen Mobile. Hey, look, let me tell y'all something real quick, y'all. My boy, we was out there waiting for him. We was like, where he at? We don't. Come on, man. We was like, where he at? You know, we just waiting, wondering. My boy pulled up. Ellen Mobile. If y'all don't know, my boy was on Ellen. Tell him why he was on Ellen.
Man, for the people, man, for the kids, man. You know, the kids got me there. We just doing the work with the kids. You know what I mean? They love what we was doing for the kids, man. We did a self-care day. We did we just got their hair done and nails done. You know what I mean? We did what else we do? We got the haircuts. We do a Christmas toy drive. I mean, that's what that was for, but we're in the community with it. You know what I mean? I think when you do the people seen that, I'm like, I've been doing this for 6 years. You know what I mean, as far as picking kids up, going to the games, them coming with me, them spending time.
Sure. You know you like the top supporter.
Man, so for them, I was glad that people were able to, you know what I mean, take a look into what we were doing. And my kids got to go on that jump. So
which was dope.
That was dope.
That was really dope.
And again, my kid, we got to remember where my kids from. They from the hood. Yeah. So having somebody fly you out, you know what I mean, and taking care of everything, and literally you worry about nothing. Adults don't get that. So for them kids, that, you know what I mean, to see that and feel that's like, yes, and it can be done. Like they see Mr. Prather get the go on Ellen. That's tight. Yeah. They know that they can too.
Boy was on. But back to the story though.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Boy pulled up. What you call it? Ellen Mobile?
The Ellen Mobile right there.
The Ellen Mobile. Yes, Ellen gave him a car. You still got that Ellen bread?
The bread. Listen, what's funny about the Ellen bread, I ain't even elect to like take. I put it all in my foundation, so it can either So they gave me the option like you can take, but I'm like, I'm able to work every day. You know what I mean? And not saying I couldn't use the bread personally, but my youngest needed it more, so we put it right back into the foundation.
Look, that's a message right there.
Man, listen.
Yeah,
that's why we got the bread because of the work that we do. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like,
for sure.
She gave us, it was $20,000. Like you give somebody that because of the work that they do, but it's like I want to continue. It would have been cool, and I could have. But then shit, what about the work? That work costs, and it cost me. Like I put out a lot of my bread to even for anything to start to do it. So shit, I just put it right back in there. But that's what you do, man. When it's for the right reason. Like I ain't hurt. Man, God look out for me too. So I know real. You do the right thing. He'll make a way anyway. So I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, but boy pulled up in the Element pulled up in the it was looking nice too. You just got that joint washed. I can tell.
I was on my way to get it washed out the
boy!
It's a good Sunday. You know?
Good Sunday. Easter
nice
Sunday.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna pull up to my grandma's house. Nice, you know
boy. Skirt. Yeah, pulled up, walked out, did the little both way look like paparazzi was out there.
You look both ways before you cross the street. You know, that's standard. I feel like that's a standard human practice.
That's standard.
You know.
Nah, but I can see Ellen treated you real right.
They did, man. I did, man. They definitely took care of us when we was up there. Yeah, that was right. That was literally like right before
COVID.
They canceled. You know
how did that mess up your plans for? Well, one, if you even remember, what did you have anything planned for 2020 already?
We had a lot of initiatives as far as with the foundation. So like prom season was coming up. We were doing something for some high schoolers. High schoolers were on their way to college. We was doing something for those outgoing seniors. We had some stuff planned for the youngest. Field days and all that stuff. Mental health awareness, physical for the kids. Then we was doing a Azel show again. We had just sold out another one, so we was about to do it again. We were about to do a whole lot. Like the train for me was
rolling.
We was going. Like I said, it was going. Then it happened, and we was down for a little bit, but then that's what birthed Southside Market though. You know what I mean? Because of the pandemic and because a lot of businesses went under. A lot of black businesses went. It was nowhere, you know what I mean? So we wanted to go support black business. We went to a place, ain't had no black businesses, so we said we're gonna make a place where we can have our own. Yeah. So it took some steps. You know what I mean, it made people take a step back, but the step back, I think, you know what I mean, it was definitely some positive in it because I was able to see like, all right, let's see how can we still do for our people in the middle. You know what I mean? We did meals, man. We paid rent. We did groceries, man. We filled fridges. So we were still able to do the work, you know what I mean, in the middle of the pandemic. You know what I mean?
But how though, right? Because I know a lot of people like that pandemic fatigue and being locked in the house all day, not knowing when you can get out, you know, maybe not being able to see people, right? You got a certain circle of people that you see every day, and you be like, I'm tired of seeing y'all faces every day, right?
That's real.
So how did you just keep doing the work? Like, where did that motivation come from?
You just know what when you look, and that's real though, because you do get fatigued and doing the same thing and looking at the same over and over and over can get, I mean, draining. But it was so many people that were affected by it. You know what I mean, like financially. You know what I mean, like mentally. A lot of these kids home. You know what I mean, the home life is different. So the issue for me that it was bigger. You know what I mean, it just wasn't. It was way bigger than me. You know what I mean, it was way bigger than whatever I was feeling. I'm like, you cannot be feeling this, but you have the. You know what I mean? The means to be able to help somebody out. You know what I mean? You can still do this. So even, it sucked. It did. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're just in a little a funky place, but when you know the work bigger than you, you know what I mean? You pull up your pants and say, we outside.
Yeah. Message! Yeah. And then you're right. Something beautiful did happen from, you kept going with the Azel show every Thursday.
Yes, indeed. IG Live, you know that.
IG Live. You know, go ahead, do that. Yes, then you got Southside Market going. Yeah. This is the second season of Southside Market. Yeah. I couldn't attend the first one. I was doing some podcast stuff, business stuff.
We outside.
But yesterday, one of the best events I've been to in a long time.
Man, I appreciate that. That's dope. That's dope.
It was just the environment. It was fun.
It's good. It's a good black time.
Yeah, great black time.
You know what I mean? And that birth through the pandemic, it's just a place where vendors come and they're able to get it all from skincare to candles to food, drink, whatever you need, detergent, whatever you need. I mean, and everything black owned. We're doing it for the community again. Yesterday we had Twink out there; she killed it. Yeah, per usual, it's a DJ out there, man. It's a great time. So. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of season 2. Season 1 was vicious. I'm proud of season 2 already off the first day. I'm up the first Saturday. So yeah.
And I'm proud of it too. Look, we went out there, right? And I don't know what I was expecting going out there. I seen like the Instagram like videos and stuff, and everybody reposting it and stuff. So I was expecting like, all right, so it's gonna be like a little jump or whatever. Went out there, I was like, oh nah, this ain't no little jump. This is a jump.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe out there.
What we getting into right
man,
now?
When you get that many, it's black people. So we gonna have a good time. You know what I mean? It's a good Saturday. People out there. You know what I mean? Literally spending black, that make you feel good when you know what I mean, you supporting your brother, you supporting your sister. Yeah. So that make me feel good knowing that we out there spending black. You gonna feel good, you eating. You know what I mean? You fellowshipping, there's people around.
Keeping it in the community.
And it's straight up. Literally. You know what I mean? So it be that. We can't help that. We gonna have a grand old time every time. Yeah. You can't even help that.
For sure. And nobody wants nobody even questions. Like people was walking past. I was seeing people driving past, like peeking out the window,
roll down their window. What y'all got going on? Yes, y'all know what time it is. Yeah, outside, man, Southside Market.
Food was banging.
Come on, man, what you know?
Everything was banging. Like clothing
out there. It's it. Yes,
it's like if you're not doing anything on y'all, and I said this on my Instagram too. If y'all not doing anything on y'all Saturdays,
that's all.
From 11 to 4,
10 to 4,
from 10 to 4, go to the Southside Market.
That's all you gotta do.
Go to the Southside Market.
Just come on now, have a good black time.
Go have a good black time and spend black, keeping it inside the community, which is really important.
Man, that black dollar is so powerful, man. To have it circulate that many times, and you know what I mean, like right there. You know what I mean, to be able, even the math behind how many times the black dollar doesn't circulate in our community is crazy. I forget the exact, so I ain't gonna misspeak. Yeah, but it's crazy how much we don't spend with each other. So like, I'm making my business. You know what I mean? So and a lot of people come out there and like, look, I got a budget for Saturdays at the Southside Market because you putting money into the black person's pocket. So,
and that's very effective, right? And not just like for you as a business owner and like vendors paying you to be out there, but that's effective for them as well. Yeah. So maybe I'm not going to buy nothing there. But when I get home, if y'all got a website or something, I'm looking at that.
So many people get, man, it's from online orders to the people who people are able to network with because they were just out there, to the connection that we didn't see people make. It ain't the opportunities are endless when you come out there. You're going to make money, you're going to meet people, you know what I mean? And you never know how your business can expand. You know
never. And it's people that do everything out there.
Yeah.
So it was a dude, he had the Bearded King stuff. He was also doing photography. Yeah. Also taking pictures. So it's just great. It's a great old real great black time.
And matter of fact, he a teacher as well. So
for real?
Yeah, so like it's entrepreneurs out there, man. It's a whole lot of see a whole lot of different people out there that do a lot of different things. And they make money. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing for us to see, like, we can make some money with ourselves.
Yeah. And you doing it with your girl. Yeah. And you doing it with Lee.
Yeah.
He came to our school one time.
Okay, yeah, that's my boy.
Came to our school one time. Yep. And y'all was all running the campaign.
What was that, last year?
Either early 2020 or late 2019.
What school?
Duke
Allison? Yeah. I think I remember that time.
He came to speak, and some other dude came to speak too. Well, I can't remember. But y'all was all rocking the campaign, keeping it all.
That was an accident too.
Was it an accident?
Nobody. We just it was a whole lot of people out there with that campaign.
With the whole sweatsuit.
That just showed that's just community though. Like nobody said it was everybody just had on that's the fit that people wanted to wear that day. Yeah. And that just speaks to the value of like community. Like when you really support your people and like he got a good product. So everybody wore them sweatsuits and there's no.
And it wasn't like 3, 4, 5 people out there.
I seen some people with old can with like stuff that I ain't seen in a minute. I seen some new stuff that's how I go. But when you solid in the community and you know what I mean, like you are who you were supposed to be, they don't have no problem with supporting you. And that's how it is, you know what I mean, with us, with Lee, you know what I mean, with Asia. Whenever we do something, we get support because they know we're doing it the right way.
For sure. And y'all also do this together. We're in this beautiful facility, Dream Village.
Yes, indeed.
Tell us about that.
With this, it's a co-working space. Asia runs and manages this junk. This where a lot of the ideas get birthed and all that. It's a great little space for us to come in. We come in and get it in, can put our thoughts down. I think these them notes from Asia last meeting ahead. And we do work out there. I think another great space, man. Unique. she is the owner of it. But it's a space for us to come, and I was able to meet a whole lot of dope people being in this space, doing the work in this space, and but it's community. You know what I mean? It's a village, and we really, I be with that. Like I embody that. Like I'm gonna rock with my folks.
Yeah, and you said do the work a lot, and you kind of coined that phrase, kind of. So what does do the work mean to you?
It's just you just doing we're not asking we just gonna do the work. It's a whole lot of work that need to be done. At first, I think a lot of us wait for somebody to help us or something else to happen. You just do. I couldn't wait to see if my kids was gonna get gifts. We just gonna get them gifts. I'm not gonna wait to see if this person is supposed to pay this rent before we're going to take care of that family right there. We're not wait. Like, if something needs to be done, we just do it. We didn't wait to see who was going to be the first people who make a market with just black people. Like, we went somewhere, we didn't find it, okay, we're going to do the work and make our own. Yeah. So it's about, man, when you want to do it, you literally just do the work. And your head come up when you finish. Yeah. You know what I mean? Head down, you do the work. When you finish, you look up. That's how it was Southside Market. We looked up like, damn, all these people here, you know what I mean? Like, and we're at our second season because we just did the work. So that's all it means to me. That's exactly what it means. I mean, like, period.
Hey, this is just a thought that just came when you just said that. I was talking to my mom yesterday after we left that joint, right? We was in the car, and I was like, man, how much planning goes into that, right? Oh. Just getting being able to did y'all had to get permits to be able to do it out there?
We got it,
Then getting the venue, then being able to sell food and drink.
From permits to insurance, you know what I mean? To even past that part, to even like people applying and we going through hundreds of applications. I don't even want to keep saying we because it's really Asian. You know what I mean? But just going through a lot. It's a whole lot of back, you know what I mean, that people don't know. And then people don't have to know either. No. But it's just know it ain't something we just wake up like, all right, let's go. Market. It's a whole lot of stuff we got to get done before we can say, all right, bet we outside.
And throughout the week. And that's like stuff y'all do throughout the week, too,
right? For sure. Yeah. I mean, just today, we just had Marco was yesterday. We had a meeting for the community initiative that we want to have going on. Meeting for that today. We got a meeting tomorrow because we got to make sure we got the vendors in place for Saturday. Yeah. I mean, then Tuesday, got to make sure that the flyer is done. And then it's just a lot.
The work don't stop.
It don't stop.
Boom, boom, boom,
you
boom.
You get head down, you do the work. That's it.
Yeah, just going through the motions, right? But at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. Right?
It always is.
Yeah.
It always is. It's always worth it. Yeah. You do it for the right reasons, it's always worth it.
And just knowing you got, like, in my opinion, the odds kind of in your favor right now. In this point of time with you, like, just and not even like with like your circumstance, just with your mindset, right?
For sure, and I'm blessed.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
For sure.
So with knowing that, you just make sure you do the right thing. I do. I don't mind. I know certain things that I do. I know what they're going to do, and I know why. You know what I mean, because I'm supposed to be doing them. So yeah. But be careful with that. You know what I mean? Make sure, because I know that that God, you know what I mean, looks out for me. I'm also careful with what I do and make sure that we do it for the right reasons.
Right. But look, everything about to start opening back up.
Yeah.
People, they start opening stuff back up. Comedy clubs finna start opening back up. What you finna do?
See, man, before we man, listen. I've been working on this out. I want to do something like real intimate first before I like jump out there, because I like comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know how quick and I like the work that I'm doing. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm loving it. And I got a lot of stuff planned for the kids, and I want to check that off first before I go. I got to check off community and kids before I get to me.
Yeah.
But man, that's all. Matter of fact, when I do have one, my Lord, I'm make sure y'all come. Make sure you come. Yeah. Yeah, man. I tell them you good. They ain't gonna let you in because your ID. But I'm gonna make sure you solid. I'm gonna get back out there though. Yeah. I'm gonna get back out there. I got a good set.
Yeah. I love to see it. I love to see it.
I got a good set. I'm gonna get back out there, man. We're gonna do something real intimate.
Yeah.
You know, the social distance way.
Social distance way.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. And before we wrap this up, I want to talk to you about something. I was keeping this in the tuck.
Okay.
For you this whole time. Black love. I love you and your girl. I love to see.
That's I don't know. I love that. I love it too. For real. That's I encourage it. I said when it's real, you know what I mean? When it's real, I encourage it for everybody. Just because it's, you know what I mean? I know what I want to do, and I know what she want to do, and you know what I mean? And where we just fit, you know what I mean? Like her piece of her puzzle like fit mine and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, get you one. Everybody get one.
Get everybody get one.
Get you one, man.
Stop playing. Get you a good one.
It's been up for me. I promise you.
Where that start though?
I told, but that's my friend for a minute. You know what I mean? So I met her when I was in Atlanta, but that was just the homie. It wasn't even.
Oh, it wasn't even like that.
We might even dap up. I don't even think we hugged. You know what I mean? We probably dapped up. But as time just grew, you know what I mean? It was there. But it always, because we were friends first, it was just always easier. You know what I mean? Because we established like this certain like honesty and like community. Like she knew a lot about me, I knew a lot about her. But yeah, that's how I started. Then it just turned into, man, one day you're like, all right, I'm over the friend. Yeah, I'm over and I don't feel like playing out here no more. Like it's not fun.
You was ready to get out the street?
Yeah, I was ready for it. The streets was just, man, listen, the streets not it, fool. The street, when you young. But the streets, they saying that internet make it seem fun. That's just not fun. The streets is not fun. I'm telling y'all, it costs too much. Imagine being as an adult, like adults got a date. Yeah. So like not even like they got at bare minimum, and ladies, you better at least make them take you out or something.
Something for sure.
Get something out of the deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, at bare minimum, you gotta spend some money. Imagine you gotta spend money here. This one. I don't even like you, I'm just doing that. I don't want to do all that. I like who I like. I like her. Like, Asia, I like you. Like, that's where I want to be at. And so I was able to, whatever. That's where I want to be at. But yeah, that's my jump. That's my girl. She know what's up.
Yeah.
Locked in.
Yes, sir.
Locked and loaded over there.
Well, man, I'd like to thank you for coming on the podcast. It's an honor.
So, man, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
I was waiting. I see everybody getting on. I'm waiting my turn. I'm like, my man ain't here.
Just in the line, just waiting.
Say no more. I was waiting my turn, man. That's all. No, thanks for having me, man.
Oh, man, but before you get off this joint, I'm going to need your dead or alive. All right. Everybody that's watching this podcast, hello. How are you? How you doing? My name is Eric Curry. I am the host. If this is your first time watching the Art Spot Podcast, hello. If this is your last time watching the Art Spot Podcast, goodbye.
Straight up.
For real. For real. But Dead or Alive is a segment that we do on the podcast where I have the artists come on and talk about, and say some artists that they would like to work with that is dead or alive. You can say one artist, you can say 100 artists. Please don't say 100 artists because I still got to edit this podcast. Gotcha. But the trick with you, right? You know you work with a couple people. You know you did opened up for a couple people. You can't name none of them. You can't rework with nobody that you already worked with. Perform with, opened up for, hosted an event with. No, sir.
I'm trying. If I had to pick like some, I'm trying to think of who I really. I'm a big. I love Dave Chappelle. I think he's one of the. He's super. He classic. Yeah. When it comes to that. Eddie Murphy.
Ooh,
is a freaking genius. Yeah. So I mean, you don't even. That's without saying. I'm just trying to think. Can I keep it a bean though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody who I be wanting to work with, I'm like. I can work with I can work with them. Like I don't have the people who I be around. I'm not even saying there's some big. I'm not even saying I'm around like this person and that person. But everything that I want to do, I can make a call and say, "Hey, let's do it." And that's just literally like having the right people. You know what I mean? Like just people around you. So it feels good to say that. But if I had to pick like those big people, who do I? I don't know, man. It'd be crazy, and I guess I should say it out loud because I've spoke so many things into existence. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Dead or alive? Well, you can't speak a dead person that exists. I don't know. I like. Matter of fact, you know who I like LeBron James, and I like what he does for his community.
Did you just see that Space Jam trailer?
I ain't see it yet. I ain't see the trailer yet. I heard that. But that's who if I could work with anybody, I love what he do with the community. I love his school. Stuff like that, like entertainment. I mean, I love his business mind when it comes to that. So, yeah, man, Bron. I done spoke up some folk, and I done manifested some things before. So I'm shocked. I know how the tongue works. So yeah, Big Bron, Bron, Jay, he probably gonna be on. You know what I mean? I holler at Jay a little later.
Jay-Z Ho?
Yeah, we'll meet a little later.
But hold on, 1v1, you and Bron, who gonna win?
No, Bron got that. I'm not gonna disrespect that man like that. I'm not gonna disrespect that man. I beat him in haircuts. So we could do a haircut challenge.
Hey, I'm done.
We could do a wave challenge, man. Yeah, stop playing with me. He could definitely have 1-on-1 though. I'll give him that. With the wave challenge, that's with your boy. Bron ain't got nothing on me with that one, Slim. Straight up.
Thank y'all for tuning into the Azel Podcast.
Gang.
Oh my God! What a way to kick off! What a way to kick off Act 3. I lost my train of thought. I'm gonna beat him in haircuts.
That's straight up undefeated.
Undefeated in haircuts.
That's 100.
Is there anything that you would like to say before we get off the podcast?
Man, let's keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? The biggest thing, man, make sure you stay consistent. Yeah. You know what I mean? You reach out to whoever you want to reach out to. I don't think only thing they can say is no, and you just right back where you started. But yeah, I like what you're doing, man. Consistency is the name. I want everybody. If you stay consistent, that shit, it works. The formula has not changed ever from 17. I'm 31 now. The formula ain't never changed. I did it with basketball. I did it with the Azel show. I did it with teaching. I did it with different business endeavors. The formula don't change. I promise you. You do what you're supposed to do. You stay consistent. And it's up and it's stuck. Yeah. That way.
Well, Zell, I'd like to thank you for coming on to the Azel Podcast. It's been an honor. Is there anything that you want to promote before we get off here?
Let's come to the Southside Market, man. We live at the Southside Market. That's on UF Side Market. Each and every Saturday, 2510 Pennsylvania Avenue, Southeast.
Yes, sir.
10 to 4. You know that. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, man. Well, thank y'all for tuning into the Azel Podcast. I have been your host, Eric Curry III. You can follow me on Instagram at Eric Curry III. You can follow the podcast at Arts Block Podcast. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you give me a 5-star and review. If you're listening on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can be notified when I drop another podcast. If you're listening anywhere else, shout out to you. Remember that artists never die. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.
Okay.